Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Hopkins' Texans going up against Decker's Titans. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think you identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Deshaun Watson brings out the Houston Texans, and he's already thrown for 15 passing touchdowns following their game last week, the win over Cleveland. That's just 11 away from the rookie record.
Yeah, held by Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning. And look at this. 3 passing touchdowns, 3 consecutive games. He's the first rookie to do that in NFL history. He's got it going, obviously, in the right direction right now. Makes you wonder, why didn't he start the first half of the first game again?
Absolutely. And, you know, his head coach in college said, anybody that takes this kid's going to be happy they did. I think Houston's pretty happy.
I think they are ecstatic.
Now a first down throw, Watson, and incomplete to open things up. Offensively, here's the lineup for Houston. It's an offense that's really been rolling. In fact, Charles, they set a franchise record scoring 30-plus points in 4 straight games after doing so against Cleveland last week.
Not bad at all. Quarterback Deshaun Watson, a rookie quarterback, 3 touchdowns. The 3 different receivers, right? Sent it to Braxton Miller, Will Fuller, and, of course, DeAndre Hopkins. And speaking of Will Fuller, since he's come back from injury, 7 catches, 5 of them have gone for touchdowns. That's being efficient.
That is very efficient. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
The Tennessee Titans defense lived up to the mantra that every defensive coordinator preaches, and that's stop the run first. They finished 2nd against the run. Unfortunately, they finished 30th against the pass, which led to a 20th overall ranking in defense. In order for them to continue to ascend, they've got to shore up the back end in the secondary and get a better pass rush.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, and everything went up in terms of numbers last year in his second season, right? Yards, touchdowns, quarterback rating before he broke his fibula late in the season. This is a guy who can do it all. Excellent pinpoint passer, and the wheels, oh my, he can break off a big run on you if you're not careful.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
The 2016 Tennessee Titans offense liked to bill itself as exotic smash mouth, and they got the smash mouth part down correctly. Finished 3rd in the league in rushing, but only 25th in passing. So to become more exotic, they've got to get better play from their wide receivers on the perimeter.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Offense coming back out for Houston. You and I have had discussions about this offense and how potent it can be with Watson, but it might need to be potent given all the injuries on defense.
Yeah, that's a good point, but we weren't even sure that this offense would be this high-powered, were we? Rookie quarterback in Deshaun Watson. We thought they had the right defense for him to play, right? Because you had the #1 ranked defense in the NFL last year. J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Brian Cushing, none of them in the lineup right now. So you're right, that offense has had to change up and become the driver of this football team.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now Watson. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Hey, I want to switch gears for a second. I'm going way off the radar here. But Tree Cohen threw a touchdown pass last week, standing at 5'6". And
towering 5'6".
You had an interesting note on this.
Yeah, he's the first player 5'6" or shorter to throw a touchdown pass in the NFL since Wee Willie Smith of the New York Giants in 1934.
I got to look this up.
All right, and I've got a lot. Wee Willie Smith. And I've had a lot of historians say, hold it a second, Eddie LeBaron, remember the quarterback? Eddie was 5'7", folks. He was posting up Tariq Cohen, okay?
I got it right here. Wee Willie Smith. You are correct.
Thank you. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A first down throw for Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Second down now after the pass completion. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The final shot before the break. Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Titans and the Texans haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's roll the highlights. Now 3rd and 8. Sims has got the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Texans with the ball early in the second. The hurry throw would be picked off. Titans take it back all the way for the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Third down at the 33. Jones has got to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Titans have the football midway through the second. Heath's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. So that'll do it for us in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back up to Nashville as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On the dive, here's the fullback, Prosh. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From his goal line here, Watson. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. So barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing here, Mariota. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson on first down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. The strong running. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Nabbed that one on Dwayne Brown. First-round pick back in 08. Watson looks to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Again, it's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller from 19 yards away. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Ten yards still left on second down. Again, it's Murray. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long.